Welcome to Code and Me. As you all know that Code and Me is a platform to learn in a different way. So for that different way, we are now come up with new concepts like projects. In every semesters, we always face a problem like for every project system and semester system. So we have to make a project and we have to find on the net, on the internet, that how to build a project using any languages like C#, VB.NET, or you can say PHP or JSP or Java. So for that purpose, Code and Me brings new concepts, new things, that is you can say sample projects using PHP. So in that video list or video playlist, we will define one by one project steps, how to install software, how to build a server, how to make a project, how to implement it, and we will also review every aspect of it. And after that, with the help of one example, we will make a new project for you. So for every project we need a server, because every site, every web project, every website, every web services is depends on the server they resides or they store on the server. Suppose codandme.com is on the server, it's on any server based on where at that server there are Apache, Linux, MySQL, and we are using PHP for Code and Me also. So for that purpose, we always need a server. So we can use Xampp or WAMP for that. So we can use Xampp or WAMP. You can say ZAMPP, XAMPP, or WAMPP. After that, for that thing, we will use we will install and download this Xampp installer from there. Here it is a download version, Xampp for Windows, Xampp for Linux, and for OS X, also for Apple MacBook. So we always use for Linux normally, and here now I'm using for Windows. After the downloading, please open the control panel. Open the control panel for Xampp. Here you have to start everything, and in the Xampp will be stored there. In the C folder where your window reside, there's always a folder. There will be a folder that will be named as Xampp, and in that Xampp, every file is there. There is Apache server, that is there is CGI, that is common gateway interface. And then there are also FileZilla. FileZilla is used to transfer files from client to server or server to client. And it is HT is HTML documents folder. If we store anything here, that will be saved as a server. So now that is Xampp, and in that Xampp, that is folder, in that folder, that is htdocs. Always remember, htdocs is the space, we will use it. And after that, we will use coder here. So that is a panel. We can use also shell command. If we want to start Apache, start MySQL, we can write it on the shell command. That will look like CMD. That will be like CMD. The same command will be used for that purpose. We can check it here. That is shell. Okay, we can use it like that also. And we have to, for every project, we have to start Apache and MySQL. So that is started Apache. We have to wait for it until it support the block, that is the port, that is 80 or 443. So we have to always use 80 block. If it says that it is blocked, so you have to remove it. So I have some links and everything I will give you in our site, that is Code and Me, at codandme.com, or in our comment, you can say in our description, we will give you the links for that, where you can unblock the port if it is saying that it is unblocked. After starting the Apache, we have to start, that is MySQL also. Now it is attempting to start an app. So you can see here everything that is happening here, the status will be there. It is just like a log file going through it. So it's started. Now what we have to do, we have to, just like the window that we use, we have to find the URL. So because it is a local server, so we will use that, like this, local host. So local host is the address like codeandme.com, so then the same is local host. So if we will use local host, local host will go to the server, our server that is stored here. So there it is, dashboard. So it is going to dashboard. If we will if we want to go to codeandme, so we will use it like code localhost slash coder in me. Okay, now so it will go to codeandme, but in the codeandme, coder in me, sorry for that, a double M is there. So now it will find it. So index of codeandme, in a codeandme nothing is there, so it is saying the same thing, that okay, it is empty. So codeandme is empty. Okay, now time to check the database, about the database, because for everything we need something. For everything we need a server, that is Apache server we are using here, and for that purpose we need a platform, we need a bridge, and that is Xampp. So for that thing we can use that is localhost codeandme, that is a you can say that is a URL address, that like domain name, you can say that. You can also use that, like that, 127.0.001 and codeandme like that. The same thing is there. So the URL address, or we can say the local IP address is 127.0.00.01, or it is open at port 80. So one thing I want to recommend you, that here it is a configuration log, in which https config log is there. If you want to change your port, that is 80, listen 80 is here, you can use 81 also. So you can use it like that also, don't need to use it, so no need to use it like that. Okay, so if we will use this localhost slash phpmyadmin, that is not this is the simple URL, localhost slash phpmyadmin. So you have to remember it, localhost slash phpmyadmin. If you want to use the database, that will always give you MySQL database. In that MySQL database you have to use it localhost slash phpmyadmin, and after that phpmyadmin you will see that type of window. And if it is not, it is similar look like, so don't waste on that. And if you know basic about MySQL or SQL language, you can make it. So first of all, it is the databases here, cd, call, hayat, MySQL, recruit, that are all the database. So I want to create a new database, that is codeandme, and after the new database click create. That is similar, so no problem with that. For every database we need a connections, we need a username and password, how we will access. For example, so codeandme.com has a database in which everything is there, the title will be stored there, and the contents is stored there, the author name is stored there, the date is stored there. So for that database, how we will access it, we will use we will need a database name. So the database name is suppose codeandme, so that is database name. Then we will use we need a username and password for that. So for that purpose, in that MySQL we can find the username and password for the local projects and the main project. So here it is a table, that is user. In that user table we can see it is taking so much time, why I don't know. Here it is user and the password is empty here, and it has a, you can say that is privileges, how much privilege we want to give. So we can create a new user also, in which if you don't want to give privileges to insert or select or update or delete. So you have to learn first of all the basic of MySQL. What is the use of select, what is the use of insert? So select is used to show the database, show the records. Insert is used to insert or create a record. Update is used to modify the records. Delete is used to delete the record or remove the record. So and create is a table, used to create a table. Drop is used to create a database and a table also. So for all the privilege, if you want to give or you don't want to give, that is username and that is password. If you want to give, you can use it. So here we can use insert, and after the insert we will give everything, every privilege, username and password here, and there you can see everything like that. Okay, this and this. Here it is username, it is password, and everything is there. So what is the access, what is the password expired, where will be expired, what is the maximum connection, everything is there. So we can create a new new username also. So just remember, in the database MySQL, in the table user, we can find everything. So now we have a database, MySQL database DBMS system, and we have a database Code&Me, in which we can create a table like first table like is login, and in which we want to use only 2 or 3, or you can say two columns like that. So the table name is login, and the number of columns we want to use, that is number of column is 2. Suppose that is user, it is of type varchar. So you have to learn basic of MySQL, and if you don't want to learn, just go to my website. Here you can see no need to call it, I guess, auto increment. That is primary key is always necessary to learn or search. So like that, and the user varchar size is 255, you can say that. So it is primary. Okay, now it is password size varchar, and 255, and that is stored in a save. Okay, so now table has been created. In the table, it's a structure of that. We can create a new field also, just like my name is Saf, and password I will not give you the details like that, 1 2 3 4 and then go. So first record is inserted here. You can also use SQL commands. Here it is used. Suppose Control C, and in that SQL command you can use everything like that. Select star from login, that is a command. Select star from login, go, and it is used. So if you want to practice SQL, you can use it also here. So you can use it like that also. Search is used to search records. Insert is used to insert records. If you want to export all the data, all the structure, everything from this database management system, and if you want to upload it anywhere else, you can use export and import also. And that is privilege, that is operation. We will tell you after that. So no need to be diplomatic, or no need to take tension. So now you have a database, you have a server, in which you have a folder that is Code&Me, and in that folder we can make anything like that. So for example, this is the folder. Always remember, what I write here, that will show there. So suppose I will take a text document. In this text document I will take index dot like that HTML, and then I want to edit it in Notepad. Why is taking so much time? So it is taking time. HTML, in which you can write it HTML like that, and then HTML, here you can use it like that, and then okay, title is my first page, and then title, sorry to bother, and then okay, hello, what's your name? Let's see what's happening. Hello, what's your name? After the saving, I used it to save it, control save, and then save. Okay, now after the saving, if we will if we will use sorry if we will refresh this page, it will go to index.html, because index master that the page is used to call itself. So in the code and me, always it will call index.html. So here the title is there, my first page, and hello, what's your name. Okay, so now what is the use of this thing? Because it's a HTML, so we don't need to save it like that. But here we are using PHP, so what we will do, we will just save it like PHP. Okay, save as, you will find it PHP, index.php. Okay, now it is saved, save.php. So now it is saved index.php, and I will delete it index.php because I don't need this in the code and me dot. So it will go to index.php, but normally index.php is not used, not called directly, but because I am using that HTML, that local host, so we can use it like that. Only one thing I want to ensure, for example, I have a page input type is equal to text. For example, I have this thing, input type is equal to text, and in that thing, suppose a name is equal to value. After that, for example, it's a form, action, the same is there. Method is will be, I will tell you how it will work. Right now I'm just doing a thing. Method is equal to post, so don't take tension. What I just did, I just take an input text type is equal to text, and the name is value, and input type is equal to submit, and the form will closed. Okay, in the PHP post will use to call value by name. So it is the value is there, the value name is there, value. If I will use val, so we will have to use that val. Okay, so it is echo dollar post like that. Okay, so here I am checking that it is empty or not. So not empty, it is a function empty, and then I am checking it is empty or not. If it is not empty, then I will print it echo post val, else echo write something. So now so that's how it will work. So I will tell you what are the steps and what do you have to care in the PHP projects, and what from where you have to begin. So first of all, what I did, you just have to install two things. That is, you can say it's my favorite, that is Notepad++ in your window, or you can use also Sublime or any good editor in which HTML and PHP can be saved equally, or you can check it, okay, where it is closed, it is not closed, HTML is closed here, okay, title is closed here, like that, PHP is closed here, like that. So you can check it. Okay, so this is how it's working. Red color thing is here, there, so you can check it. And another thing we have to use, or we have to install Xampp, and after the Xampp, just practice it. I will tell you more about it. So that's how that was the basic of sample projects using PHP. That was the first part, so please stay tuned for the second part. We will tell you one by one of the every project, one by one. Please like and follow our channel, please subscribe our channel. For more detail, please go to https://codeandme.com, because now you are making a project. Thank you. This is Saf from Code and Me.